When you wake up in the morning, you're not just waking up to a new day. Instead, you're waking up to a higher purpose and a deeper calling that transcends this physical world. You are a spiritual being on a spiritual journey, and your life is far more magnificent than you can ever imagine. That's the magic of existence. However, this big spiritual journey is not without its difficulties, and attachment is one of the most significant ones. We all have treasures in our possession, whether they be people, things, careers, or even ideas. Love and attachment are normal human emotions. When they start to get idolized, they become problematic. When you say that you can't live without something, the universe pays close attention. It's like ringing a bell in the spiritual realm. You're basically calling forth a lesson you need to learn. However, when you become deeply attached to something, believing you can't exist without it, it transforms into an idol, a distraction that pulls you away from your true purpose. The world uses spiritual tests to see if you are genuinely dedicated to your higher calling or whether you are bound in the web of earthly attachments. It's not a punishment to go through life without the object or person you attach to. Rather, it's a chance for deep personal development. The universe leads you to release unnecessary attachments so that you can become complete and independent within yourself. Stoicism and Buddhism are two examples of philosophical and spiritual traditions that emphasize discovering inner fullness without any outside factors. They teach that genuine fulfillment comes from accepting life without being too attached to people or things, emphasizing the value of detachment. This practice of letting go promotes inner strength and autonomy, as well as a greater awareness of oneself. It's about developing the grace and strength to deal with life's chaos, which will ultimately result in a deeper sense of self-awareness. The universe tests your ability to let go of even the most crucial aspects of who you are. They review if you place attachments above the higher goal of your soul and inquire about your dedication to spiritual development and life's journey in general. It's a concentration and priorities test, posing the question of whether you're aligned with the flow of spiritual progress or attached to temporary benefits, reflecting Rumi's comparison of being born with wings but choose to crawl. Your greater purpose calls on you to embrace life and extend your wings beyond the ordinary. Letting go of attachments doesn't mean giving up love. Rather, it means keeping love from getting in the way of your ultimate goal. Your spiritual challenges for growth strengthen your actual self and serve as a constant reminder that you are more than just a tiny person in this huge universe. Your higher mission is to live a life greater than life itself, because you are the universe experiencing itself. This is the journey that is important. It should not be interrupted. The idea of waiting for something valuable has almost completely disappeared in this day and age of instant gratification and seemingly endless resources. We've been conditioned to expect results and rewards right away. So when you find yourself on a spiritual journey, it can be a test of patience. When you finally awaken to your higher calling, you soon come to understand that the universe works on a different schedule. Patience isn't only the ability to wait, it's also the power to wait with grace. This is perhaps one of the most difficult things you will ever learn on your spiritual journey. You could wonder why it isn't occurring right now if it is meant to be, but let's change the way we look about it. These waiting periods and pauses aren't simply meaningless holes in time. They are intentional times that teach us that life is full of highs and lows. Delays are not a punishment from the universe. Rather, they serve as a teaching tool for life's fundamental unpredictability. Every delay is a chance for you to learn that life won't always go according to your schedule or your expectations. But that doesn't mean that you can't continue to grow from the experience. The universe is not asking you to wait in order to punish you or deny you your dreams. Instead, it is asking you to wait in order to teach you to appreciate what you're waiting for even more deeply when it finally arrives. Like a seed, slowly sprouting from the ground. What message is the universe trying to convey to you during these times? Are you willing to hang on to wait for what you deeply desire, or will you abandon your path because things aren't taking place as you expected? These questions aren't meant to taunt you, but rather to challenge you in order to strengthen your resolve and deepen your understanding of yourself and your journey. It might change the experience to learn to accept silence when you are waiting. You find comfort in this silence, which blocks off distractions and quiets eager impulses. You may better understand your needs, hear your inner voice, and find calm in the present moment when you slow down. Every minute of waiting with patience is not wasted, rather, it is an accumulation of spiritual depth, courage, and insight. Even if it may not seem like it, the universe has its own schedule and brings things to us when we are actually ready. Because of our patience, the delight is enhanced when the appropriate moment arrives. When the right time comes, the joy feels even better because of the patience we've shown. Deep down, the excellent things we wait for provide us wisdom and satisfaction. They are more than simply material goods. Therefore, practice patience. The reward for your wait will be great, and the right moment will arrive. As an addition, staying true to yourself, the universe, and people around you is key. The time when it all seems to be falling apart around us, when life seems to be putting us through an agony and trying to push us to the limit, is when our faith is put to the test. Our faith and fundamental values are tested in these difficult times. But in the middle of all of this chaos, there's a more important lesson, a serious spiritual challenge. They aren't only chaotic times, they are chances for our faith to be strengthened. Regardless of our views, true faith is not about getting what we desire, but rather believing that life has a bigger purpose. It is in these times of crisis that we develop stronger connections with higher forces. They act as metaphorical storms, cutting out painful but necessary parts for our growth. Despite being overwhelming, these struggles are essential to our evolution. They strengthen our character by revealing resilience we never realized we possessed. Struggle teaches us priceless lessons and significantly changes our viewpoints. They change us, shaping us into versions of ourselves that are closer to our actual selves. Storms like this give us a chance to reflect on our goals and find our inner strength. When we embrace them, we realize how strong we are and become more confident. In the end, they mold us into people ready to face life's unexpected obstacles. These are experiences that seek to grow rather than just endure. They guide us on a path of self-discovery, reawakening our hidden potential. Though intense, they contain deep wisdom that will change how we react to similar situations in the future. Embrace the journey. Always try to find light in the darkest moments of your life and stay true to your path, the universe, and people around. See you in the next video. Awakened Mind is always here to help.